Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Today is Try It Thursday, and if we're going to try something on Thursday, then I thought what we would try is sewing. I have a tablecloth here. You've seen it on my table before, but it's very big and it's very slippery. So I don't want to cut it because I do like the size of it, but I thought that I would try to run a stitch just to hold it down and make it half the width, because I have a very small table. But if I needed to, then it'd be very easy for me to, like I want to make big stitches, and it'd be very easy for me to cut it apart. But sewing, as you can well imagine, is not an easy task for somebody who is very wiggly. So I have my setup with a little thing here to help me thread the needle, and I may or may not get it all done in one swash, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to there, I cut the thread. I drop everything. My hands are really getting bad. And it's just making tasks quite difficult. But you know, nothing in life is guaranteed to be easy. So difficult or no, you have to get on with it. So oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, I get frustrated with this, but okay, I got it through there. Once it's through there, that's half the battle. So you get it through the little silver thing, and then you see, I keep losing my needles, so I have to put them into something like this tissue. So then I'm gonna oh, for gosh sakes. Okay. Oh, I got it. Boy, it's hit and miss if you get it or not. Now, did I get it with this thread on the right side here? Or did I? Ow! Oh, well, what did I do? I sprung something and hurt myself. Oh well, okay. Let's continue. What have I done here? Let's see. Yeah, I did this wrong. All right, the thread has to go to this far end. Okay. Oh. Thread has to go to the far end. And now when I put it through, I don't know. All right, let's try this again. So now, I don't see how that's going to work. Oh, I know. I'm supposed to put this through this thing first. Oh, yeah. Okay. My brain doesn't work very good either. By the time I get the thread on the needle, everybody else will have left the video. This is why crafts are not my thing anymore. All right, now come on. There, okay, I got that in. Half the battle. Okay, now that goes down in there. Oh, that went right through. Now I pull it. Look at that. Okay, the needle is threaded. What did I see? Oh, it took me 5 minutes to thread the needle. Good Lord. You won't see much sewing because you'd be here 3 hours. But if we can just show you me starting it, then you'll know that I can finish it. It'll just take a long time. So, oh dear. A couple of years ago, I was still able to knit and crochet. I did some scarves that I sent out as gifts, and I think now, boy, wouldn't that be hard to do now? The times have changed for me. But times changing isn't a bad thing. It's just what happens. Okay, so now I've got it threaded, and I think once I get started sewing, I want to tell you a little story. But I had to get my needle threaded before I could tell any stories. Okay, I've got my needle threaded. And I'll show you a couple stitches on my thing, and then I'm going to tell you a little story. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's start at... Oh, that's the short end. Let's start at this end over here, the long end. I think because the fabric is so slippery on the table, it just slides off so easily that I thought this would be better if it was a little bit smaller than what it was. So that's what I'm planning. So, but I don't want to make it too tightly sewn because chances are it's going to come apart eventually. So, anyway, there we go. Now I'm going to tell you a little story. Long time ago, I worked at a company called Pacific Truck and Trailer. It's no longer there, but they used to build big trucks and whatnot. But I drove a forklift, which was way out of my comfort zone, let me tell you. But I drove a forklift, and I wasn't too bad at it, but it wasn't great. But anyway, most of the men were very good about things. Most of the men didn't make any big deal about it. But there was a few. So the truck driver would come in to be unloaded, and I'd have to go in with my forklift and unload the truck. Well, this one particular driver, he was just being an arse. And every time I would pick up a piece of the stuff on a skid, he would make a comment about, how I'm taking a man's job and all the rest of it. And I was just getting fed up with listening to him. So I said to him one time, as I was going by, I said, I'm just trying to feed my family the same as the rest of you. I said, just let me do my job. So anyway, the next time I went into the truck, picked up the next skid, as I was going by him, he says, "Look out now, she's just trying to feed her family." So now he starts to mock me. But anyway, I just did my job. I kept my mouth shut. And I did my job from start to finish. And on the very last skid that I was taking out of the truck, the very last one, I got it to the edge of the truck, and I took my side shifter and I shifted it into the side of his truck. And I said, "Whoops, woman driver." He just looked at me I said to him, really, it was so unnecessary I didn't do any damage, of course, but I thought it was so unnecessary for him to carry on about it just because I was a woman. It's like I was driving a forklift. In this day and age, women do just everything that the men are doing. And either way, I did just have to feed my family. Anyway, I'm going to just show you how long it's going to take me. I've done that much. I will do the whole thing, and then I will, if I don't mess up this taping thing here, I will pause it and show you the end. And if I do mess it up, you will just understand that it's probably going to take me an hour to get to the end of this, but I will get there. All right, everybody, have a good day tomorrow.